There are people paying for our music not to be played.
This is
And these are stakeholders.
Yes, Freddy Tinny. How is it going, my brother?
It's a life of a hustle, so
Hustle.
yeah, all I can say
Like
is
that word, hustle, yet you're not hustling.
mm,
Aren't things going as the usual way?
no, it's a
You've met the
life.
hit
It's a hustle life.
Okay.
So things can go your way, things may not go your way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you so much for accepting our invitation to join us in this conversation. As you know, it's showbiz lifestyle.
Showbiz.
Showbiz.
Rwenzori is showbiz.
Yeah, showbiz.
UG Magic.
That is it, bro. So I wanted us to go through some things concerning the industry and how it's going. To the least how you see it on your end. You had your concert last year. And to some it was successful, to some it wasn't successful. It was on 7th December last year, the concert. And did you get some profits? Those are the things that we would like you to move us through.
Okay. Taking you back to your question before I even answer it, I love the fact that you said some took it as successful, meanwhile others regarded it to have failed.
Yes.
We are human beings, that is normal. Ekikumi sikyangabye kwa side yawo. There are some people who will be in support of what you're doing. Okay, in simple sense, there are some people who will be waiting for your failure, while others are waiting to celebrate with you. Personally, whether it was a failed concert, for me it is. For me, with my people,
But I think it was not a failed concert.
Yes, it wasn't, because for us, we achieved what we wanted.
As the Kwekwe guy.
Yes, and we celebrated the fact that it was, a success may not mean numbers, but the fact that that day has come, you have held it, and it has ended. A failure is when it does not happen after all the time you have invested in. So for us, the mere fact that a concert here to me abyayo yama happening, a stage yamasa erilo mubende, ne sound erilo mubende, na bandu betu bamasa kandi namabimbera mama sima. For me, that is the success I regard.
Yes.
However, if you say our concert, if you say anyway, the concert yet was a fail.
If they say.
If you say, if you're there and you say Muyarema, then I think you have a problem. You're not for Rwenzori. Yes. It was a success in simple sense. My concert was a success.
Yes.
About the advice, before I even go further into other details,
Yes.
about the advice, first of all, you have to know, you have to believe with me that tukakole concert yet, nobody believed that we can have such a concert, such a concert managed by yourself as an artist from here. That concert was self-made by Kwekwe, ourselves.
Courtesy of the Kwekwe guy.
Yes, there was nothing like a sponsor or what. The people who came on board trying to help us, like Link and UBL, was it NBL or UBL who brought us? Yeah, it was UBL, the ones who brought us some beverages and all that. And then majorly the community, the money that made that concert was majorly from you people, Abandu betu. So the only thing I can tell you as a piece of advice, my fellow artists, I inspired you, I motivated you, but I want to tell you, as you got motivated, you must be ready. If you're going to hold a concert like I did or like Tony did this year, you must be ready. Thank God some will have sponsors. For us, we didn't have, but we managed. But the only reason we managed was because we were ready for it. and we faced it.
Someone would say, as a young artist, how can I be ready?
How can you be ready?
You are saying they have to be ready.
Yes, how can you be ready? Just sit down. Don't just bump into things. Sit down, get a team, plan. Things like you need the budget. That is getting ready. Things like you need to know which people you're going to work with. That is getting ready. You have to have set off the foot. Once you set it off, there is no going back. You must not be a mediocre, in simple sense. Generally, what I'm meaning is plan. Don't just bump into something. Plan. That is how you get ready. Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice one. And how do you feel the experiences you had last year?
In my concert?
As Kwekwe Gang, you hope to organize one this year?
Yes.
Another concert this year?
And by the way, to get back to my last year's concert, 7th December, it had a lot of resistance. A lot of resistance, a lot of criticism. But what is life without resistance and criticism?
You always expect them.
We expect those. This year, you asked, we're expecting to have a mini concert. We're expecting to have a mini concert. Tukanze recall a concert. Enyike eri indo. Nitwetwesi hawe chitukakola. Chikakusowe kwa changanya kuwela ndi planning. Be ready for it. And that is most likely to happen in December. Presumably 26th of December, Boxing
Not
Day.
around the same day like last year.
No, it's not a festival. Like it's not how should I call it?
Someone will come tomorrow and organize a concert on the same day that you're mentioning right now.
It's okay. Actually, my concert last year had some other person on it.
Yes.
Until Omuganda agamba owamanyi akola bikolwa. Yes, so if you want to put up a show on the 26th,
that is of December.
First of all, for me, I'm still presuming. If you want to declare yours, it's okay. And in 2 months, I have 5 songs.
You have 5 songs in 2 months. There are people saying that you are under pressure.
I'm under pressure.
To release songs so that you get another hit song. How true is that?
Everyone has a right to their opinion. Besides, that is Kwekwe. You go back to my statistics, my releasing statistics. Since 2023. That has been their cry always. There's actually about that there's a presenter who once came to me and told me, "Man, I hate the way you release your music
that is within
every
here.
month." Yes, here. Every month you are releasing a song. That is Kwekwe. We do what we want. We release music whenever we are ready. We have the music. Can you release what you don't have?
But still, someone would say that music every month it kills the brand.
But last year I think I had the most songs, the biggest, like the most biggest songs. But I was releasing every month. So the one saying, am I after a hit? Who doesn't want a hit?
Everyone is looking for a hit.
Whether you're releasing after 3 months, you want what? By the way, you go back and check for other artists. You realize they also have many songs. I just don't have time.
But they want to focus on the
yes. But now if they don't talk about me, who else? I am the newsmaker. You go back and do the statistics of other artists, my fellow artists. You realize they are also releasing music, almost even above my pace.
Someone said that you're still, with the music that you're releasing, you're still releasing bubblegum music.
Bubblegum music. Do you think we have anyone who doesn't do bubblegum music here? Do You want to know what is not bubblegum music?
Until it trends, eh?
What is not bubblegum music? Is music like the one of Maddox.
Timeless
Music like Safari. I can decide to sing one song and it runs for the year. Music like for our Jaja, Charles Kahindo.
Yes.
So when you say bubblegum music, in my understanding, because there is nothing like bubblegum music, that word is not there in the history of music. But if you want to use it like figuratively, like it is, bubblegum music, as long as you are releasing music every month or every time and again, regardless of what time you're releasing it, that means you are releasing bubblegum music and you have to keep up with the trend.
Still about Safari. I think of the songs you have
So
released.
Simba Wakati, you people, you are all releasing bubblegum music. We are all doing bubblegum music. In fact, if you are careful, I think I may be the only one in this generation. Oh, a few of us have music that is not bubblegum. Don't you know Safari?
Still talking about Safari.
Yes.
It's one of the best songs that even after 8 years, 10 years, you'll still feel the vibe. Even more than your most trending song last year.
Yes.
Why are you not going for more of the Safari style of music?
I'm actually working on an album.
I think that's why they are saying you are now trying to give out bubblegum music. Because you yourself, you know the best music.
See, an artist like me who has time to sit down and plan and work on an album or an EP, I'm not an artist to take for granted. Meanwhile, as you speak of me here making bubblegum music or releasing music every time and again, mind you, last year I had an EP of 6 songs, the Safari EP. Okay, and this year as well, I'm working on an album. So really, I think if you have time to talk about me in such an angle, you have a very big problem. You are an enemy of the industry. And okubasanyusa ebyo bye mwagala ebyo nibyo mwanziire. You people want ebikaduduma ebikabaluka.
That's why you're giving them more.
Don't forget, fe tubategeerera tukabakengera itwe abimbi tukabembera ebikabalumira. So by default tukabakengera nga nesikikewaluma, but that is the truth. That's the truth. Kundi njenga twala obutuku ingahandika ingemba and you people enjoy. Now nindi akakengera yandi.
Yes, Freddy Tinny. I was still on the question of the songs that you've produced so far. Which song didn't you expect to reach that certain level?
The song that surprised me.
That surprised you?
Egali.
Yes.
We had 2 songs in studio. We had an option.
Still about looking for the hit song.
Yes.
Every artist looks for the hit
Every
song.
artist, nobody, even in business. Let me tell you something. I'm sorry to take you back. When you speak of pressure, who doesn't have pressure as long as they want to achieve something? Okay? Mind you people, bandu betu banya Rwenzori. Eno ni business. Chino mutimenyero kwenje munawe mama amulesi muchasi. Music is business, and there is no business without pressure. Mama Chicken. So if you are saying that I am releasing music to get a hit, it's very fine. I want a hit because I'm used to getting hits, to making hits. Okay?
The song that
surprised me is Egali. Remember last year I had an EP.
Yes.
So on our EP, the main song to first push was Pele. So we had to choose between Pele and the Gali. You know my team, by the way, I want to let you people know that whatever we do, we first sit in a meeting and agree. So a Gali, we released, yes, we released the Gali as a by the way. I remember we were going to shoot a Gali and we thought and said, but why don't we shoot Pele? But somehow we said, anyway, let's just shoot a Gali and see what it did. It could be my biggest song, because that song is known by the young and the old.
Definitely.
Yes.
And that song that you expected it was going to be fire, but it never caught up so much. Or maybe your best song.
Still, it is Pele.
It's your best.
Pele, yes, Pele has picked up, but in the first days, like the initial days, the beginning, when we had just released it, we expected fire. I'm sorry to take you back, because when I was making my concert of 7th December, there are so very many things I changed that people looked at as though I was being stupid or weird. Like being on a poster alone. That was a new thing from our region, done by an artist from around. You understand?
Yes, yes.
Like bringing a stage out of Kasese. Personal. Atebiri mumugaga nti yampadde sente. Those things seemed to be new. Then it is ku breaking, standing out to make a concert, a very new artist, 2 years in existence. Okay, 2 years of hitting, of making hits, and then you throw a maiden concert. You see all those things, they seemed weird being done by someone like me, but it took me to take the initiative. Okay, so I think it is possible for artists here to unite, but it needs to be initiated. Why not someone step up and see if it is possible? How shall we know that it is possible if nobody has stepped up?
You as artists, do you yearn for that?
I cannot speak for artists, but I can speak for myself. Because as Freddy Tinny, I am an exposed person. Before Kasese or Rwenzori, I lived somewhere else in a world where people are exposed. And omuganda agamba bagenda n'ebikola ki n'ebigenda. And another thing, as Freddy Tinny, I am educated. I went to school, regardless of my level, but I went to school. And those are some of the things we are taught, working together. So in Jenga Freddy Tinny, I have no problem with uniting, but I cannot unite with anyone as alawa waka wange.
Yes, Freddy Tinny.
Yeah, man.
Still about the unity. Is it possible for you people to unite, like the artists to you, to have a body that is known and someone can approach that body?
Ekintu kya unity, kya butonde. Ekintu kya unity kya butonde. It's in nature. People unite. It is possible. But how possible? How should it be made possible? For example, we are Rwenzori people. And as apparently we have a cause. We are saying we are pushing Rwenzori. Rwenzori or Kasese or individual artists must what? Must shine. Meaning we have one cause. And one cause means everyone comes on board as long as you are a stakeholder of the industry that has one cause. That includes the presenters, the bloggers, everyone that feels, promoters, everyone that DJs that feels they are part of this cause. Let us say, in that cause, let us say we want to push, let's say, a certain initiative which calls all of us to get on board. Now, if we come on board, nenkusanga nga gwe tugeze promoter B or presenter B or DJ A, you are biased. Nga gwe ogamba nze mpisaawo ono. Okitegeera? Kyokka nga kyandibadde tuyisaawo kino. You have got.
Someone would say that you don't have the connection with that DJ.
No, it's not about. This one is not about connection. This one is not about connection.
Because I've had some DJs say that if you're not my friend, how can I know that you've released the song?
But we are speaking about unity,
yes,
and pushing one cause.
Yes.
Waliwo atamanyi tugeze. Let's just use an example. Is there anyone who doesn't know Freddy Tinny? As long as you are a stakeholder of this industry. Okay, let us say if we had a board that unites us, wouldn't I sit among them? If let's say we had a Kasese Musicians Association, would you leave me out? Or would you leave out the other artists? No. And when we come to sit, what do we discuss? Do we discuss things that favor a solo artist, or we discuss things that favor everyone? You understand my point? Yes. So unity is possible, but it is only possible if we know. The day we realize that we are pushing one cause, Rwenzori to the world, or Rwenzori music to the national level, then tuja kumanya chokola. However, on the other hand, we are people, human beings. People will always be biased. Someone will always have their favorite. Yes, you can have your favorite, but there is what we call a cause. When we come to uniting, we have to also know. We also have to know what is unity going to bring on table. What will happen when we unite? If we understand those things by heart, then we shall unite. But if we don't understand them, we shall never unite.
Who, according to you, is the best person to initiate this?
The best person to initiate what? Unity.
The unity among the artists.
That unites artists.
Yes. Because still you need that.
The word is always, it starts with you. When I say it starts with you, I don't just mean me. I mean everyone who feels responsible and attached.
Someone there is asking that why can't you initiate that then if it starts with you?
We are already initiating it. We are discussing it right now.
You feel that you need unity as Freddy Tinny?
As Freddy Tinny. Like I said earlier, I don't know if this was heard. I personally need unity. If there are not going to be issues of we are biased.
According to you,
this one
right now we are still biased.
Waliwo nnyo embeera ya man, there are people paying for our music not to be played.
This is
happening. And these are stakeholders.
This is happening. Because it's not the first time you hear about it.
Is it the first time you're hearing of it?
No.
So it is a shame. And I'm talking about the people who have the capacity to initiate such a cause. Yes, I understand music is kuisa ochicho. But if we are saying we are pushing for a cause. Let me use an example of this young boy, Dexter. Do you think Dexter has money? Dexter and the dad, do they have money? Kasima, right now, we don't have a bigger export. We don't have anyone a bigger export than Dexter and the dad.
And the connection he has got just for this time he has been in.
Do you understand? Dexter ne wagwasa was no. We are going to need someone to work so hard to beat what he has done.
What he has done already.
Do you understand? Dexter is the trend, not just the Rwenzori trend. He is the national trend, international trend.
But some are saying that he's just a dancer with a...
My brother, whether he's a dancer or not, he's being booked. He's making money out of out of his dances. Do you understand my point? You may be there making videos, you may be there making music that is expensive, spending a lot of money. But the question is, can you stand up on your 2 feet and tell people that you're feeding on that music? Dexter, the one you're calling a dancer, is feeding on music. So, instead of wasting your money to pay, to fight, let us say me, you pay that money for the cause. Rwenzori on top. Okay. Nobody paid for Dexter to be where he is, but he's there. Nobody paid. Nobody
expected
yes,
the blessing.
Yes, nobody paid for me to make hits, but I made hits.
But you made hits.
Everyone has made hits, not because they paid for them to be there. So for you, if you think you're going to come and pay that someone's music shouldn't be played or someone's blessing should be blocked, you are wasting your money. First of all, is your artist earning from that music?
Yes, Freddy Tinny. Kabot.
Yes, boss.
The new banger.
On the block.
What does it mean?
Kabot. Kabesti card. Kabot. Kabot simply means bestie. Okay. Kanyuani.
Okay.
Like
okay.
It is. I think in Luisi it is.
Oh, it's in.
It is it is the sweetest way to call someone. To make someone feel they are your friend. You see, when you say bestie, you see in Lutoro, like you can say munyuani, but when you say kanyuani, it sounds more appealing.
Okay.
And it carries more feelings. Kanyuani. So kaboto. Kaboto. Abantu banga bebundi bujo. Muri botu shanje.
Okay.
Bawaye muri botu shanje. Let us push that sound. Bundi bujo. Rwenzori generally, Kasese, Kamwenge, Fotpoto. Let's push that sound. It can take us great heights.
Okay.
Kaboto, bestie.
The other time we had an exclusive with Lydia Ogochi. She made a statement, Lydia Ogochi. She made a statement of they as female musicians being able to battle all the male artists combined in the Rwenzori region. What's your take on that? First
of all, I am happy that comes from Lydia Ogochi. That is courage, and that is I love people who believe in themselves. Ogochi, I love that you believe in yourself. However, I'm going to don't speak for them, speak for yourself. You are brave. The rest could be cowards. Do you understand my point, Ogochi?
But is it possible? Her question was, is it possible to battle all the male musicians?
As Ogochi?
As they, not as the female musicians, all combined.
I don't know their capacity.
But according to how you see, you know all of them.
But I want to tell you that I love the male artists we have here. I love what they are doing. First of all, they are women standing out for themselves in maybe a society that is a little bit demeaning of their ability. And these people, they are coming up. They are doing their thing and we feel it. So Ogochi saying they can battle us, let me also go with her statement. They can battle us. It is very possible. Ogochi is a great singer. She's a great singer, she's a great dancer. Combined, she's a great performer. We may not be having in our generation a lady artist who performs like her. She's a whole package. So if she says she can battle us, I am 100% sure she can.
Or still about the female artists here. Which female artist do you think that makes it for you?
Ugochi.
According to you.
Ugochi.
Is it because we have talked about?
No, I am for Ugochi. Eranze webeliyo abayimbi abanuma wano Kasese. Mukuluma on the grounds of Okuluma. Ugochi akanyelo ma. Ugochi mama, I am praying for you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ that you may make it. That you may stabilize. Okole nyimba baziwulire by force. Ambe nyamange nakulwirayo ngokwanyulirayo ngokwaberilirayo abindi abantu, because you are the talent that Rwenzori needs. You are the talent Ugochi.
So far, I think we talked about some few of the challenges that you face as the Rwenzori. What more can you talk about the challenges and what can be done to push more Rwenzori music, as they say, Rwenzori music to the world?
The challenge I will speak about is just one. As stakeholders of the industry, we are the challenge to ourselves. Mulekerawo okwerabira nti tulina kye tugoba. Tunawo ekyetuka pushinga to achieve. We are bigger than just Rwenzori. You're fighting for a small bread when there is a bigger bread
to fight for.
Omuganda agamba katono kazira muliiso. So we are our own challenge. You play the music. Whoever is playing the music, thank you very much. I had someone told me there was a conversation somewhere in a certain group, and people were saying, I'm doing fake music, and then I think that is why maybe they're not playing the music. Maybe currently. And this guy responded to them and told them, but even the good music that you say is the good music from Freddy, you are not playing it. You see, I'm not saying I feel bad that you're not playing my music. It is your right not to play it. But I'm saying about the challenge, we are our own challenge. You can't have time to discuss my music. You say this one is good, this one is bad, when you can't even play the good one that you say is good. So we are our own challenge.